What is up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are unboxing the Catwoman 2.0 from The Dark Knight Rises, made by Hot Toys. On Sideshow, the official price for this one is $300 US. The 1.0 version was released in 2012, and at that time, along with Bane, DX11 and DX12, these were the most expensive figures in the Dark Knight series. If you are a new collector or missed out on the 1.0 due to its high price, this new Catwoman might be a good choice for you to own this character. Firstly, the design of the box is similar to the DX19, features an artistic black and white style, and with a character portrait. I guess that the new Bane's box will also follow this design. The inner box is divided into two layers. The upper layer includes the main figure, additional hands, a pistol, and a battle-damaged Batman helmet. The lower layer contains the parts for the Dorama Stand. And because I'm currently in Canada and don't have the 1.0 version with me, I had to face chat with my mom and ask her to show me the figure so I could pick up some memories about it. And making figure related conversations with moms could be quite a comedy. But anyways, in this video, I'll try to tell you guys the differences I noticed between these two figures as much as I can. First, I'll answer the question probably a lot of people are wondering about, which is whether the mask of the 2.0 version can be removed. The answer is, it cannot be removed. Or maybe I should say, you can remove it, but you probably shouldn't. Because removing it could bring you some negative consequences. The 1.0 version's mask was made as a detachable accessory to allow collectors to recreate the appearance without the mask. However, this turned out to be a disaster for a lot of people. First reason is the size of the buckle was made very small. Unless your hands are baby-sized, it's pretty much impossible to put them on without breaking into a sweat. Personally, I still haven't managed to attach the button. I just left it like this. Secondly, the entire thing is very fragile, and many people broke it during the installation. Leave a comment if that happened to you. And because this problem was so common, there were even third-party brands wanting to release replicas of the mask and goggles. So now you know why Hot Toys made the mask fixed on the head sculpt this time. The bad side is we don't get to have a bare head sculpt of Anne Hathaway. And the good side is this time the mask fits the head perfectly, and we don't need to install it ourselves. But if you really want to remove them, you can achieve that with a bit of force. However, it's very important to note that unless you have experience on customizing figures, it's better not to try to remove the goggles and mask by yourself. Otherwise, you may cause serious damages to the hair. Hot Toys also put this additional instruction sheet to warn people. I saw some other collectors have already removed the mask. This is what the head looks like underneath. The hardest part are the side of the head. I think Hot Toys used glue to fix the mask on the head. Front and back are actually quite loose. So now you know the risk, please leave a comment if any of you actually removed it and tell everyone how it was. The new mask now have some holo sections and more detailed painting on small areas. Also has better details on the carbon fiber part. The lenses of the goggles are still in this coffee color, and there are two joints on the frame. The joints are small but have good tightness. So it's better to use both hands while adjusting them. Additionally, compared to the 1.0 version, the frame has become thinner, giving a more refined appearance. And this is what the figure looks like after putting them on. Personally, I think these goggles are one of the most outstanding costume designs in superhero genre. You flip them up, they look like cat ears. You put them down, it instantly transforms her into a professional thief. This time, the hair is made of synthetic material with a good shine on the surface. And the strands are pretty thin and straight. Also have a high volume. And in order to minimize the appearance of breakage, Hot Toys added some small painted hair around the hairline. The head sculpt of the final product is actually different from the official images. The expression on this final product looks like she's smiling. And for the official images, they look pretty much same as the expression of the 1.0 version. Looks more serious. The red lips are very vibrant, and the eyes are quite bright. Another aspect criticized by collectors in the 1.0 version was the eyes. They looked lifeless. Additionally, the skin tone of this head sculpt is also paler than most of the female figures, and the red lips are making this look even more obvious. Hot Toys has also added a layer of blush on the cheeks to enhance the overall appearance. The body shape is pretty hot, the ratio and proportions are fantastic, and along with the articulation abilities, you can make some very attractive poses with it. When you first take the figure out of the box, the neck may seem a bit short. You can slightly lift the head upward a little and put the neckline down a bit. Try to expose more of the neck, and it will make her look even better. In terms of the costume, both the appearance and making of the 2.0 versions have been upgraded. The costume is made of two major materials. The first is the black suit. It is made of soft rubber material. The second is a leather-like material used on the arm sleeves and boots. The three-dimensional dot patterns on the surface of the suit and width of the stripe patterns look much nicer now. Additionally, the zipper is now a fake. The size of it looks much more realistic compared to the 1.0s. And these leather-like materials are very thin and soft. The belt is made of resin and features a lot of small pockets around it. And some sections also have this carbon fiber design. The high heels of the boots are in silver, just like those in the film. It's important to know that this time there are no exposed joints at the ankles, so when you are moving the ankles, you want to be careful with them. Also, because the entire outfit of this figure is made of synthetic materials, you should pay special attention to the temperature and humidity in the display environment to avoid the risk of costume peeling over time. In terms of accessories, the default hands are relaxed hands, and we get a pair of fists, a pair of gripping hands, and one hand for holding the gun and mask. The hands are designed to resemble leather gloves, and with some three-dimensional silver detailings on the back. The pair of gripping hands are made for use with the bat pod. The magazine of the pistol is removable, and the slide on top can be put back. This time, the Batman helmet is newly made. While the 1.0 version also had a helmet, but it was in a complete appearance and only available with the special edition. In Bane 1.0, there was a similar helmet, but if you look at them closely, you can see that the two versions are actually different. The main differences lies in the location of the breakage parts, and the new version features more worn and crack effects on the surface. In terms of accuracy, the one came with Bane without the nose part is more accurate. And for this new one, looks like it's designed based on this promotional photo rather than a direct movie reference. Another change is the one came with Bane has water drop effect on the surface. And this new one, however, it does not have this effect. Now let's take a look at this brand new Dorama Stand. It's divided into several parts: a backdrop, a stand, a base with water effects, two railings, and two metal chains. The backdrop replicates the under sewer gate from the movie. The entire accessory is made of plastic. There are paint jobs and rough surfaces to mimic the rust. This image and mesh are both printed. The mesh has a little bit of three-dimensional feel when you touch them. The base this time is pretty thick. On the front, there is the nameplate. And the top surface features a metal-looking floor. These two railings are also in this brownish color, with rusty effects on the surface. The water part is made of translucent resin. Under the lights, the surface looks quite glossy. These white waves on the surface are painted. These two chains are the only metal parts of this thing. They have a bit of weight, and one is gold, the other one is silver. To install it, first attach the large railing on the backdrop. Then connect it to the base. Attach the small railing, Install the base at the bottom. And finally, hook the 2 chains on the backside of the backdrop. Swing them to the front and hang them over the railing. And that's it. This time we get a circular stand support. It goes around the waist without making any tight contact with the figure, so there won't be any risk of damaging the costume. Finally, let's take a look at the articulation. The head can tilt up and down by about 30 degrees. Rotating can be a full 360 degrees. And tilt sideways by 45 degrees. The arms can be lifted to the side, forward, and backward, all reaching about 90 degrees. When raising the arms, be cautious as the joints may grip the costume. The forearms can bend up to 90 degrees. The torso can bend forward and backward and tilt sideways, each reaching around 20 degrees. The legs can kick forward up to 80 degrees, backward up to 20 degrees, and sideways up to 50 degrees. The lower legs can bend approximately 100 degrees. The ankles have a super big range of motion to pretty much all directions. Overall, compared to the previous version, the improvements of this Catwoman 2.0 are quite noticeable. The quality of the costume and paint application on the head sculpt are all significantly better. When the figure is combined with the diorama base, the overall visual appeal is also quite impressive. For those who missed out the 1.0 version, getting this one is even better. Alright, there you have it, the Catwoman 2.0 from Hot Toys. I hope you all have enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.